as it'll be the Wizards of Memphis taking on the Miami Dolphins. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 3rd and 9 here.
No gain on the play. Come on.
Back to throw. Booth. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's able to bring to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready. 19 Charger. Go.
Looking to throw. Booth. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Ready.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Wizards will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, some strong running. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
Go! Ready?
They'll run. Here's Devon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Gravity lying.
Throwing to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Booth. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Wizards are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Dolphins,
60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a yard.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown Dolphins. Elijah Arroyo. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
That wasn't just toughness we just saw. That was concentration. Knew the hit was coming, yet the quarterback hung in there and delivered it downfield. The end result, 6 points for his team.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Get this one across the 35. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Here we go.
Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll try and throw for it. Well, split the difference in their right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Go!
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good And some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Memphis.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Hold it ready.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Booth. And his throw is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Lying.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And his kick is indeed good. For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Booth. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 8 yards out. And the Wizards will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like the memory was a little too long there.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Boom. The RPO will keep it himself. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Wizards will extend their lead here just before halftime. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. Oh, that's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Again, it's Achane. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 64 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2.
26. Dolphins 24.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Operating from the gun. Booth. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Looking to throw. Booth. This is Jennings. They showed up a nice juke in the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Back to throw. Booth. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Booth. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 4th down, Booth. And that is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Elijah Arroyo. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. But now the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Next the score, Dolphins 31, Wizards 26.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Wizards have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Should be the final play before the quarter ends. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Let's go. Viking 18. Let's go.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pitch and catch to Wilson.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 35.
They're going to look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And they can't bring him down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.